Hello, and welcome back to Therapist Plays Fran Bow. All right, it's time to continue our adventure here, and what do you know it? Fran got her wish. She dreamed of being able to talk to a tree one day, and here we are, in the land of tree people, giant bugs, and whatever Dr. Palintros says. But never mind the strangeness of all of this. We have Mr. Midnight with us, which means one of the most important things is right in the world. Now, he is going to keep us on task. We have to find Mount Cottram and the Great Wizard. So we'll not be distracted, our attention hijacked by side adventures. Okay, we'll stay focused. We'll have to get home to Aunt Grace, because I'm sure Fran and Mr. Midnight are very tired. But we will have to do a little bit of exploring, so let's see what the world of Ethersta is like. Oh, there's our very tall gentleman. No, you can't get in. It's closed. But I'm so curious about what's back there. What's beyond this passage? Sorry, I just wanted to see what's in this passage. Well, library, of course. But it's closed. Why would a library be closed? Come back in fall or winter, then it will be open. Hey, aren't you the talking tree I took to see Palintros? Yes, that's me. Palintros gave me arms and legs. Yes, and also a head. That's very positive. I have to agree. Yes, but why is the library closed, sir? Well, that's logical. As the sun goes around the second moon of Ethersta, we open. Only then will the real knowledge be learned. And that only happens in fall and winter. Okay, that's not that logical, actually. Oh, so you don't learn anything while it's summer or spring. Of course we learn. We're learning all the time. I'm learning now that you like to ask many questions. I'm curious. Well, I'm curious, that's why. Everything looks so different here in Ethersta. Yeah, just imagine that, like, Fran's mind is constantly beaming with curiosity for just about every little thing in the regular world. I mean, how could you not be curious about everything that's going on here? I guess you're not from around here. Well, I hope to see you soon. Yes, thank you, sir. Bye. Okay, I don't like the idea of forbidden knowledge. I hope we get to see the library someday. But that's okay, there's plenty of other things to be curious about. I think tiny bees would love these flowers and kiss them a lot. Wow, this is a bit scary, but it's so beautiful. So many paper swirls. I like them. The wind is so strong, it can blow them all at the same time. It almost feels like I could fly. I wish I could bring Mommy and Daddy here. They would love it. So that's actually one of the points of contention I have with, like, the it's all in Fran's head theory. Like, if this were purely wish fulfillment, we're here with our cat, who's not here with us on Duotine, but where are our parents? Where is Aunt Grace? Why, in my mind's eye, would I, unintentionally rhyme so well, would I not also fantasize about, like, having my parents back in my life or being somewhere safer? Like, you could say, like, maybe her imagination is still influenced by the environment she's really in, like if she's back in the asylum. But then what the fuck is my cat doing here? Okay, and why is it, like, not strange at all to us that we talk to it? Fran's not like, wow, Mr. Midnight, my cat, suddenly you can talk to me. Like, there was no conversation about that. This is how she has always seen things. Whether she has always imagined their relationship to be one where there's real dialogue, or she's sort of making this up, I still think there would be some kind of, I don't know, surprise at why my cat is suddenly talking to me. So I'm not buying it, folks. I'm not buying it's all in our mind. But what Palintros said was kind of like, we came here because of our imagination, or we survived. There is some power to Fran's imagination, whether that broke the boundaries of reality and brought her here, or whatever. But I'm not getting a clean parallel to say that this is all in Fran's mind. I must say, like the large beetle, it's very logical. It's just logical to say that it's not all in her mind. But I guess we'll see. Oh, another large gentleman. Oh, wow, I don't understand. It's the tree symbol, but I wonder what it says. I can always ask. That's true, Fran. Hello, sir. Are you a guard? Yes. Oh, I see. Do you know where Mount Cottram is? Yes. Can you tell me where it is? Yes. Well, tell me, please. Mount Cottram is only in wintertime. What? Wintertime? What are you talking about? Of course, wintertime. What do you think? But I can't wait for wintertime. Oh, you don't wait for it. You go there. What? Go? Oh, but how? Oh, sorry, but I'm no good at explaining things. Go down the stairs and then straight. You'll find a clockmaker. He can explain things, I think. He tried with me before. All right. Thank you, sir. Okay. I don't understand. I guess I'll just have to be curious to find my way. That flag is waving very hard. Hello to you. Okay, down the stairs we go into a fantastical new land. What is this? I wonder what kind of stones these are. They look like crystals. Very shiny. What about these fish? So many fish, they seem to be in a hurry. Where are you all going? Are you going home? I wish I could go home too. Why didn't you just imagine yourself there, Fran? Why didn't you just imaginate your home instead of this strange tree place? The ocean all around. That's the ground. The beautiful paper swirl. Oh shit, there's a lot I can click on here. I think that's the castle. Yes. That's Palintros's home. I don't know if that's where he lives, but this is where we met him. This is more like a hospital than anything. It's where we were operated on. The beautiful paper swirls. A mountain. A very big tree. That's the ground. The ocean. That's a very little island. I wonder if it says Ithersta there. It must. Okay. So this is kind of the scope of what we're dealing with here. I like that very much, that I sort of have a better understanding of where we are. Let's see. This is to the library and to the castle. That must be to a market and a mountain. A tree and a little water. It must be the woods. Okay, well, we do need to talk to this clockmaker, I guess, to get some more information before we go to the mountain. And would you look at that? There's all kinds of interesting creatures and things to be curious about here. Greetings. Are you interested in fabric and thread? I have some. Out of curiosity, miss. For what purpose do you use fabric? Everybody's naked. Well, whatever you need it for. We also have thread for making other things. I see. I have to go, miss. Have a nice day. Bye. Gosh, she is so polite and respectful to everyone here. I love it. And I think that's one of Fran's best qualities and has been since we've started this adventure. It's just like how non-judgmental she is. But not at the expense of like not being observant. She was able to tell when the children in the asylum were distressed or when something wasn't right. And I think she would be pretty good at understanding when she's being deceived. Which, yeah, so far this has been a very pleasant, if not confusing, place to be in. But no harm has come to us yet. Maybe we should be a little more suspicious, but I mean, look at that. Yeah, a tree person going for a walk with their wheel-bound ladybug pet. I mean, it's just how could I possibly be in danger in a place like this? Hello. Ah, who's there? Who? Me. Fran. Can't you see me? Oh, now I see. A little. You have 4 eyes. Wow. 4 eyes. I don't have... what are you selling? Only the very best plobus of this entire land. Do you want to smell it? Sure. They look like coconuts. It's poo, miss. Poo that I collect. They're not coconuts. Poo? Like in the toilet? Wow, I thought it was really bad to eat poo. Bad? Why? It's very yummy. We love it here. It makes everything grow and shine. I have to get going now. Good luck with the plobus. Bye. Not even going to judge a literal shit eater. What a tiny shop. And it smells really funny. That sure does, Fran. Whoa, that piece of metal looks grand. Maybe it's called heavy metal, because it's heavy, and it's metal. Hello, I'm Fran. What are you doing? Good day, I'm fruiter, and I'm molding this piece of iron. What for? I have to deliver a few clock pieces to the clockmaker. Oh, I see. So you can make all kinds of metallic stuff. Sure. If you have some ideas, we can talk about them. And padam! I'll do it. That's very good to know. Thank you, sir. Well, I have to keep working, but if you need my services, you know where I am. Okay, let's continue on our way until we find this clockmaker. Oh, that must be him. Hello, what are you doing? Working on my clock. Oh, I see. Sir, do you know where I can find the Great Wizard? No, miss. I make clocks. I fix clocks. I listen to clocks. Tick-tock. It's kind of interesting. I get this sense of Fran as a character very inspired by Alice in Wonderland, but this is like giving me Wonderful Wizard of Oz vibes. I mean, going to find a wizard in a fantastical, candy-coated fucking everything's super positive and wonderful sort of world, which that also had a dark side to it as well. I don't know if any of you will get this reference, but have you perhaps seen the film Return to Oz, which is kind of a sequel to the original Wizard of Oz film, because it does take place after the events of that. However, it's more appropriate to say that it is based on one of the other books in that series. It's not directly related to the first Wizard of Oz film. Like if you watch that and then the next one, it's not really a sequel to that, but it is the continuation of that story, and it is fucking weird. It's really dark. It was made in the 80s, so it's got that like dark 80s kids movie vibe. But it opens with Dorothy being given shock therapy. Very similar, actually, to this. Like, she returns from Oz, and old-timey psychiatrists believe that her fantastic ideas of the wonderful land of Oz are like psychotic delusions. And so they're giving her electroshock therapy. The movie is fucking weird. It's great, though, honestly. I really enjoy it. It gives me a similar kind of feeling where it's like, you could read that as, yeah, Oz was in Dorothy's imagination. And you could give a literal parallel to some of the things that she experienced, and the entire idea that she's back in her regular world of Kansas and being treated for delusions. Like, it does sort of line up with returning to Oz and no one believing her. Is that what we're seeing here? I don't know. It's not really, I think, the objective of the game. At least I don't think so far. To be definitive about that. Like I said, I have some skepticism about why, if this is our land of Oz, Thirsta, and if that was made entirely to the preferences of one Fran Bow, then, well, I wonder why she would come up with certain elements of it. But yeah, check out Return to Oz if you like this game and you like this sort of weird fantasy creepy vibe, like the gears turning stuff. There's a lot of mechanical creatures and mechanical humanoid fantasy type things in Return to Oz as well. So there's definitely a lot of parallels between Dorothy and Alice and Fran that I can see. Do you know where I can find the Great Wizard? And do you know where Mount Gottram is? Mount Gottram only exists in wintertime. Otherwise, it's just a regular mountain. But I can't wait for winter. The king said that the wizard would be on Mount Gottram. You don't need to wait for winter to come. That's absurd. Time is an infinitely layered reality. A layered reality. That sounds great. What should I do then? Go to the big clock and change the season. Just change it. Okay, that's very logical. Where is the clock? Well, go towards the castle, but turn left when you see the stairs. You'll find a big clock on the tree. Good luck. Thank you, sir. You're very nice. Bye. Okay. This is actually going very well here. This is, I mean, so far it's pretty straightforward. Let's meet some other people, though, before we go on. Hello, lady. Is there any news? Good day. Would you like to read the newspaper? I can't read. If there... what is Thirsta's language called? Don't you know? It's called Ithernich. Are you a tourist? Yes, I'm a tourist. My name is Fran. I've never seen a tourist before, and I've never seen a Fran either. Welcome to Ithersta. I hope you have fun here. Thank you so much. I have to go now. Boy, everyone here is so fucking positive, aren't they? I'm waiting to see where the fucking dark side of this comes in. A bench to sit on when you're old and want to feed the birds. Or just because you're tired. But I'm not tired. Because I'm very young. I just love the way she reasons herself into these thoughts. Oranges give me a headache. Baby roots, you're gonna get eaten. Fresh and juicy pineapples. That ladybug has really huge melons. They look juicy. Hello, miss. I think you have beautiful fruits. Thank you, dear. Would you like some? Oh no, I'm on a mission to return home, and I want to be hungry when I get there. So what part of Ithersta are you from? Is it outside the island? No, I'm not from Ithersta at all. I'm a human. Oh, a human. That's new. Well, I hope you complete your mission. Thank you, miss. I certainly will. See you. Okay. Everybody here is pretty friendly. Very encouraging. Who's this? Hello. Good day, young one. What are you doing? The war is about to start, and I can't see any meaning in the meaningless. What do you mean? Join me, young one. You will be rewarded with 1 gold coin if you come back alive. Join you? Join you where? The game is about to begin. You are the Kamalas. I am the Valukas. Black and white, as shadows and light. Is this a sort of board game, sir? Yes, a board game. Let's immerse ourselves in this adventure. You against me. I'll give you a coin if you win, eh? What do you say? Yes, sure. What are the rules? First to place 3 of the same figurines in a diagonal, horizontal, or vertical line wins. We toss the machinery and see who wins. Are you in? So, tic-tac-toe. That sounds like a game we used to play at school called tic-tac-toe. But why would you just give me the gold if I win? Time is gold, and I'm very old. I've been around for a long time. I just want to have a good time. I see. Well, let's play. Oh, it's literally tic-tac-toe. Okay, I guess I go first. Get wrecked. Easiest gold piece I ever fucking claimed in my life. Okay. This dude sucks. I'm running shop on him. How much gold does this man have for me to plunder from him? Okay, how do I think I've had enough. I feel like I'm a criminal taking this man's money so easily. That was very clever. Good for you. Yes, I'm good at this. Thank you for the coin, sir. That's very shiny. Okay. Oh, he's got a whole... Wow. That's a lot of gold. Very shiny. No wonder this dude is basically just handing it off. Delicious fruits and vegetables. Hello, little root. You're so cute. Oh, thank you. You're cute, too. I'm Fran. And you are? Me? No, I'm not Fran. I'm Zelma. And I want to sing all day long. What's your favorite song? My favorite song goes like this. 1 and 1 are 2. 1 and 2 are 3. 3 and 3 are... 2 and 3 are 5. And 3 and 5 are 8. And I don't remember any more than that. I learned that at school. It's fun. That sounds very mathematical. I have to go now. You have beautiful fruits, by the way. Okay. What's this guy doing? Good day, sir. Good day, little creature. I've seen flying boats, sir. How did they work? Think about them floating on water, but instead of water, it's air. That's so simple. Aside from the tic-tac-toe game, I feel kind of stupid here. Everyone seems to get things that I don't understand. I don't like it. And I can borrow one of your boats to fly away. I want to go home. Oh, go home? I see. Sadly, these boats only work with Itherstese. Oh, I see. Well, thank you, sir. Have fun making your boat. Okay. Is anybody in there? Guess not. A boat ready to depart. A lot of wood. Maybe it will become a boat someday. That looks like a spider. Many legs. Crawling on my spine. These must be extraordinary boats with special abilities. I wish I could fly back home in one of these, but I guess I can't. I don't have superpowers. No, you don't, Fran. You have to recognize your limitations. Ugh, the sea is the... The sea is like the beauty and the beast all at once. It's very poetic. I'm not very fond of sailing on the ocean. I think I'll stop doing things that I don't like. Girl, same. Me too. I think I should do that as well. Okay. Well, it's nice to meet some of the local Commonwealth. Now, before we proceed, I do want to take a look at some of the things that we've collected. Number one, I think it's very cool that I have 5 gold coins. I don't know what they'll be used for. Still have a crayon. Still have this ticket. Matches. Bloody knife. Family picture. My dear family, I will guard this with my life. I miss you so much. I really need you here with me. I'll find my kitty and then go to you, Aunt Grace. Well, we've already found your cat, friend. And we also have this book that we were given by the frog. Let's take a look at that. I found myself hunting the truth, but finding the unexpected. I found what my senses couldn't show me. I found the truth that relays silently in the unknown. Leon Castillo, one of the 1,000. My name is Leon, currently 92 years old and living alone in a little house far away from the city. I have to admit, I never was fond of jewelry, houses, or clothing. Since childhood, I always talked to animals, plants, and insects. And even though I never got a response, I never quit. If you're reading this, maybe it's because you're looking for answers. Maybe you can see things that others can't, or you can feel what others avoid. You can listen to the silence and become one with everything. Mr. Leon is old and he seems sad. Let's see what he wrote. Oh, so she has thoughts about these too. Many faces. This looks intriguing. The face is crying blood. Leon Castillo, one of the 1,000. It sounds like a lot like me. Interesting. 1908. Okay. That's probably pretty relevant. Black shadows. I can see them too. They're everywhere. I can't stop it. I can't control it. I see the black shadows everywhere. The blood, the messages, the screaming, all the pain. I can't figure out why this is happening to me. Can you see? Yeah. Jeez. Oh shit, there's a lot here. Okay, before we proceed, my general thought is, well, this is very curious. Obviously, the bleeding from the eyes is very similar to what Fran experiences. And this would suggest that all of Fran's strange experience are not just her perception. We were given this book by a talking frog, though. So, like, if you wanted to fold this into the it's all in her mind theory, I don't think that seeing this discounts that totally. Like, if this is a protective measure of Fran creating an alternate reality to disguise her trauma and lived experience, then, like, having a book written by someone that says everything you're experiencing is basically normal because I went through it too, or at least it's not just all in your head, would be some kind of fanciful validation of that. Which is kind of to my point that, like, I don't think the game really is trying to strong-arm me into one way or the other. Like, there are themes that point to she's back in the asylum and she was lobotomized and this is all in her mind. And then there's stuff like this which seem to contradict that. I think the point is to have you sort of guessing and, well, without certainty in either direction, I sort of focus on what the themes are. What is a person like Fran thinking and feeling as she reads this? Well, it's probably a little comforting, actually, to see that, yeah, that sounds a lot like me. Very interesting. Mr. Leon never got a response from the plants and insects, but Fran does. The fact that he's like one of the 1,000, I don't know, maybe this would point to, maybe there's like a certain number of people who are like him and Fran, who sort of, yeah, can glimpse these other realities. I think that this is kind of what it's hinting at, is that like Leon, like Fran, can perceive or a certain kind of imagination in your personality gives you access to this layered reality of a sort. And that at the same time, there's quite a lot of disturbing imagery that comes with that. We recognize that these are sort of the specters of trauma around the children in the asylum. So it's not all sunshine and rainbows, or pink trees and lily pads and tree people and ladybug vehicle pets. Cry because it hurts. Creepy. Monsters making other people sick too. Inside my head, the stone of wisdom. December 19th, I had a vision. I'm still breathing fear. I feel at war with my own mind. One of the shadows came down from the sky. I thought it was an angel. Its name is Rimmer, Prince of Darkness, from the fifth reality. It talked to me, played with me, and showed me all the terrors. It told me that I was the key to its existence. Inside my head is the stone of wisdom. So we know that Fran didn't start seeing some of this stuff until she took duotine. But her curiosity, imagination, and talking to things predates that. So I wonder if Leon... Holy shit, there's a... Okay, this is going to end up being the whole episode. What the fuck? This is like a whole book. Which, yeah, I know that it's a book. I guess I didn't expect there to be like an actual book-sized amount of info in it. But perhaps it's suggesting that duotine just enhances Fran's imaginatory powers. Maybe it's suggesting that people with a certain kind of imagination and who also go through trauma give presence to these things that overlay our reality, but most people don't have access to. It told me that was the key to its existence. Kind of like how the Palantros said that Fran's imagination or something brought her here, but like there is some link between the fact that we experience these things that sort of makes them real, maybe. January 13th, I can see myself around. The other me tell me lies. Talks about all the pain and suffering in my life. The other me wants me to commit suicide. He smiles while pronouncing the words. Kill yourself. I have tried, hypnotized by his words. There's always something saving me at the end. It must be the love to live. So this could just be representative of kind of our inner demons and some of the things that, well, severe mental health can ask us to do, despite a deeper moral, philosophical, or emotional center not wanting that. I made a shadow for the first time. It talked to me. Oh, I guess we didn't react to this. Poor Mr. Leon. I like the drawings, though. That's nice. It must be the love to live. Gosh, yeah, this is complex for a 10-year-old to read. I made a shadow for the first time. It talked to me. Kamalas. Isn't that what the fucking guy who I was running shop on with Tic Tac said that... What did he say? Would you like to play? I don't know. I feel like that's what he said. Okay, wait. These creatures, I wonder why people can't see them. They exist and make people sick. Maybe that's the point, to realize they exist and get rid of them. The race is called the Kamalas. They hunt weakness and pain. I asked it about the possession of human bodies, and it said, we are born and feed from fear and the uncontrolled illness of human mind. We are invisible to them, but our existence grabs every single living cell of the body until the end. After that, it started raining, and it walked away from me, leaving a black, oily path after it. I believe water may purify them. So yeah, they exist and manifest presence, basically siphoning energy from people's mental illness. Which is kind of fucked up. After seeing the Kamalas reacting to water, I thought of trying a little experiment. Last night I encountered something amazing. Kamalas transform into new kind of creatures when exposed to water. The metamorphosis was painful to watch. After the terrible screaming, Kamalas calmed down and started to cry on the ground. It felt like the pain was disappearing. After a few minutes, a bright and peaceful being was rising in front of me. Okay, we've seen this before. They melt like wicked witches in fairy tales. Yeah, like in Oz. Peaceful creatures. If I looked like them, I would go around scaring bad people. Okay. It felt like the bright creature could read my thoughts. I thank you for waking me up. I was suffering. I must go where I belong. Ithersta awaits. All Valakas must go there after waking up. If you wish to see the light, come with me. You have the key, it said. I didn't answer. After a while, it faded away. So that was the stuff on the board game. The Valakas being the light and the Kamalas being the dark. And so these are traumatic bonds that manifest around the suffering of people, but can be transformed into some sort of soul or presence that's released upon contact with water. So they don't really like their existence much either. I was reading my writings to see if I'm missing something. I recall Remor from the fifth reality. If there is a fifth reality, there must be at least 4 more. I was thinking that Ithersta may not be a city in this world, but a reality by itself. I wish all the answers came to me. I deeply regret the fact that I didn't accept the Valakas invitation. Since I saw the Valakas, I keep seeing this diagram spinning in my head in a single sentence. Time is the rhythm of your perception. I don't understand the drawing. It looks interesting, though. Maybe it's to show what time looks like. Time is the rhythm of your perception. Kind of fits with what all the people here are saying to me. Like, we recognize winter as a time of year, but they talked about it like it's more of a layered thing. Rhythm of your perception. I got a visit from my son, Brian. I told him about the things that I've seen, but he didn't want to hear and left. I don't blame him. I understand that the reality presented before my eyes is invisible to most of people. I wish I could find a friend just like me, because my son, he thinks I'm insane. This is Return to Oz. Dorothy waking up and people thinking that she's insane. And I don't remember from the story of Alice if that's an element of it as well. I know there's like certainly, I just call them overtones, more so than undertones of that. But yeah, I don't see why they can't both be true. Like, experiencing this thing that no one else can, that's so detailed and layered, it's incredibly frustrating to talk to other people. Like, I'm going to say that everyone I've ever spoken to in the capacity of being a therapist who has shared similar things as this, whether that's been like, you know, they went to certain places or experienced certain fantastical things or whatever, they are almost always aware of how insane it sounds. Like, the amount of times I've heard that, it's just, I know this sounds insane. Here's what I saw, here's what I experienced, here's where I went. As I mentioned last time, like, my approach is never to really try to deconstruct that all that much. I guess I feel a similar way as I do about like dream analysis. When someone tells me about their dream, I don't really try to like go into it with the attempt to parallel it to their life and sort of determine meaning, because like none of us are going to be able to make sense of what the dream really was or really is about. Like, it's entirely subjective to the person who experienced it. It's going to be even more so to me. So it doesn't make sense for me to say, oh, this is what your dream means. I'd much rather just ask them, what does it mean to you? Because that person woke up from a dream and they have waking thoughts, emotions, and reactions to it. Like, sometimes I wake up from a dream and then I'm thinking about the content of that dream throughout the rest of the day. And I'm reacting to it. Like, I'm thinking about it. It's giving me emotions. I've had dreams that made me consider certain things. Like, should I get in touch with this person I haven't spoken to in a while that like showed up in a dream or something? And that's not to say that like my subconscious surfaced them and that means I should go talk to them. Like I don't really try to get into that level of interpretation. I look at it as the moment I woke up, my waking mind considers its memory of the dream, right? Like I think about, wow, that person is in my mind as an awake person because I was dreaming about it. And now I'm thinking like, maybe should I get in touch with them? It's not like, oh, well, in the dream, they were mad at me, and so that must mean they're mad at me in real life. Like I don't go there because I really don't know. We don't know enough about dreams. All I know is that when you are awake, you have real thoughts and emotions and may react to that content, that sort of material of thinking. Like, I don't know if you really experienced it or not. And like, kind of neither do they, especially if they're like, yeah, I know that this sounds insane. But you're having real thoughts and emotions and reactions to it now. And it's making you think about your choices as a conscious, awake individual in this reality. I think that means it influences you in some way. It's like not really for me to determine whether it was real or not. Like you're having a real reaction. And so the easiest way to frame that in a therapeutic dialogue is to attach onto the front of a question like, as you sit here in front of me today and talk about this experience, how do you feel about it? What are your thoughts, right? Because I'm shifting the conversation into the here and now. Like, as you sit here now, what's your reaction to this stuff? As you sit here now, how do you feel about the ideas of Ithersta? What do you think they mean to you? Like, what do your experiences tell you, etc.? It's not a dialogue of when you were there, what did you do? If you could go there again, like it's not that. It's like in the here and now, tell me your thoughts and experiences as you relate to them. You know, sitting in this room in sort of this reality with me, essentially, which I think acknowledges the lived experience of someone who has had perceptual and sensory experiences that I have not had, and does not become a deliberation about whether or not they are really real. Only with no family, huh? You should get a cat, Mr. Leon. I agree! My son thinks I'm insane. Bah! You're not! I can tell. She's found a kinship with Mr. Leon. My body and mind are beginning to understand the pattern. Life becomes quite easy to control when you cut all social laws and only apply our reality laws, because they are not only laws, but also behaviors. Chemical behaviors. Natural laws. Without those behaviors, without those laws, we wouldn't exist. Sometimes I wish to be a leaf on the ground, calm, while dying. That's deep. I think I have to study some chemistry to understand what he means. It would be fun to understand how we were built and stuff. Oh, he seems sad. That's sad. That's like something May from Night in the Woods would say. I think Fran would enjoy the discussions we've had about her. All the stuff that I talk about, like this finding the SRRs and GRRs, I don't always explain it in such detail to the person we're doing it with. Kind of depends on how much they want to know and are curious. It comes down to comprehensibility, like how much does someone feel they need to understand to act with confidence on the information they receive. And some people don't need a ton, like they trust in the process enough, they're seeing the results quickly, or maybe it's just a little too like deep in the details. I think someone like Fran, who's very curious, likes to understand how things work, like she would love to learn about the HPA axis and the shrinking of her hypothalamus, I think. I liked learning about that stuff in the neuroscience connections to mental health because it grounds my approach and my understanding in something a little more tangible than like emotions and thoughts and dreams, like at the extreme end of subjective, abstract things. It can't all be linked entirely neatly together, but I like knowing that when someone says they are angry, then it's likely their sympathetic nervous system is active. And when they're stressed, cortisol is, running up the HPA axis. Like it grounds those kind of abstract things in something really concrete. And that helps with my comprehensibility, both for like how I help someone and really understand myself. It can be hard when you feel a certain way to recognize that you're like not all that in control of that feeling. When you're upset, what do people tell you? Oh, calm down. And it's like, but we make it seem like we can just reach in and pull the lever of calmness and shut that feeling down. Like, our language is built around emotions being these things that we should have full control of, and we don't. We have control of how we respond to them, and I find that if you know a little bit of the neuroscience, or in some cases a lot of it, you have a more clear response. You know, when I'm at the dentist and I'm anxious because it's painful and it just, makes me stressed, I can't like make myself be calm just by muscling my mind into doing it. I have to like squeeze my hands together. Why? Because that pressure calms me down, and I do some diaphragmatic breathing, and like I know the process of reaching a state of calm even though I'm in a stressful situation. So yeah, it's good to be curious about that. Last night, after the storm, a huge creature visited my garden for a few seconds and then disappeared. I found a strange bottle with a pink liquid inside in the same spot the creature landed. That's the good doctor! I can't fully understand the contents of the bottle. I have found red blood cells in it and bacteria not yet recognized. The bacteria seems to get rid of unusual behaviors in any kind of living creature. I poured some of the pink liquid on a dying plant, and it bloomed after a few minutes. I cut my finger to test the liquid with human tissue, and it cured it after a few seconds. This bacteria may work as platelets and white blood cells, but at a very high speed. What creature could that be? It's Palantros. Mysterious pink water. Good for the plant that got better and bloomed. I guess we got this book before we came here, so she wouldn't have known Palantros. It's curious that doesn't, like, respond to where we are in the narrative. Mysterious pink water. I dream of thousands of black cats surrounding my house. Big yellow eyes staring at my sleep. Beings in Ethersta are varied, from roots to giant insects. Roots are the first in this reality. Insects came later. I learned their language and numerology. So some of the pages are gone. This must have been like how Leon came to Ethersta. Wow, I love the pictures. Many kittens in many colors. Oh, Ethersta. It feels like fresh air is coming from the book. Looks like someone ripped out the pages here. Are those letters? They sound funny. I like the mask. I guess they call it shield. That's old. The Great Valakos is the beginning of the first reality. Prime Eve, light. Valakos' body structure is quite different from ours. They are made of photons and sound waves. They're also both male and female. When the youngest reaches age 300 million, they are crowned with a shield. Creation of the Great Valakos, King of Ethersta. Second reality, live. Being in Ethersta feels like becoming what you can't understand on Earth. It's where leaves sing while falling off trees, and the water whispers its wisdom while you drink it. Beautiful creatures. I love them. I like the trees, and the crystals, and the grass, everything. The wisdom in the water. Pandora. Creation of the 5 realms of essential existence. Free. Resides in the human world. Third reality. Earth, Mars, and Jupiter. Consciousness. Practice of will. Senersedi. The end of vibration. When both ends of opposites are the same degree. Resides in third and fourth reality. Death. Earth. That's my planet. She did the same thing. Senersedi. Death. Mabuka is the end of light. Wow, many heads. That creature must spend a lot of time thinking. Blood everywhere. The end of light. Okay, we'll come back to some of these images. Mother Mabuka is letting me go. I've spent 15 days here in Mabuka's den and I'm tired. I don't need to hide from pain anymore because it's part of me. It feels like love is everywhere and in everything. I enjoy crying, I enjoy laughing, I enjoy being alive. If dark things come from the dark, Or so dark. How do they find each other? Maybe they like it dark because they are so ugly. That's very judgmental. And they're so ugly, they prefer not to see each other. What are you talking about, Fran? No date. I'm getting ready for the journey back home. Mabuka sent me to the endless limits of Mabuka's den, and I'm waiting for the Luciferans. I had to become friends with them, or to be more precise, become one of them. Luciferans gather in filaments. That's why they look like they are growing hair, and the big face is mostly for communication purposes and to scare their predators. I hope my body can survive the journey. That must be Mr. Leon sitting there. Are those the shiny insects? Where's the hair comb? Oh, she sees that as being the people she saw in the tree. Gravity collects particles to create new ones. It's a creative force, and with creativity, evolution is inevitable. What's this? The drawing to the left looks like an antenna. Oh no, somebody ripped out the rest of the pages. I'll never know what happened to Mr. Leon. So there is a sort of cosmic element to this. This looks like, yeah, planetary rotation, but some sort of breakdown. And then there was this, where sort of like some of these planets are part of certain reality. And then this is, yeah, another sort of planetary map. Orbits. Cosmic realities layered on top of each other. Gravity collects particles to create new ones. It's a creative force, and with creativity, evolution is inevitable. So there's something generative about human suffering that gives presence or material to this kind of darkness. And that creates a certain pressure on the human mind, of course, which is related just to how we experience our own, suffering, kind of externalized in this perspective. And that there's some kind of enlightenment of the individual that leads to the freedom and ascendance of these beings and their connection to, I guess, Ethersta. The fact that, like, the healing power comes from a sort of natural essence, which also relates to, like, these themes of nature. Ethersta is very nature-driven. The natural biological response to pain is healing. Like, I got a cut on my leg a couple of weeks ago, and it's healing. I don't really have a choice in that. Like, that shit just heals. You know, it scabs up, bruises up. Like, it just does that shit. Why? Because it's programmed to. This word, where was it? Senescence. It reminds me of the word senescence, which, as I understand it, is like one of the properties of our cells that contributes to aging. It's like kind of programmed into them to, like, stop dividing, and the consequences of that are aging, and this can also obviously be influenced by stress. Like, stress makes you get older, as they say. And like for plants, which is kind of interesting, that there's a sort of plant element to all of this. Plants, they can age in like different phases. Like the whole organism doesn't age all at once. Like, it grows leaves, and then in some seasons, the individual senescence of those leaves causes them to die and wither and fall off. But the entire organism continues to grow and live. And then there's obviously some plants that, like, the whole organism has senescence local to itself. It causes the whole thing to age and die. Cats have 9 lives, and there's probably something there to that as far as this whole topic. And so, yeah, there's something interesting about this cycle of life and this term senescence. I don't know, maybe I'm making a connection there, but I always related it to the biological process of aging and obviously death. that programmed into ourselves is the capacity to die. Like if they didn't have that built in, they probably would just keep living. Like there are organisms that don't die. Certain jellyfish, they just don't have that. Like there's not something spiritual to that. Like they're just not programmed to die basically in the same way, or their phases of life cycling don't result in a decay of the entire organism. Like there's a recycling of that energy into itself in some weird way. Not a biologist, correct me if I'm wrong on any of that stuff. But there's clear themes of the cycles of life and how they influence your access and experience of these different realities. And I'm sure some of the visuals are just sort of creative and random. Interesting that like black cats are a part of this. Again, I could go all the way into, well, Fran is in a vegetative state, as the chapter title hinted at. This is all in her mind, and she has created this book and this character as a way to explain, you know, what she's experiencing here, and to give validity to it, that it is not just her experience. That this is a real place that like other people have gone to. Or we could look at this and say, yeah, I mean, it's all real. It's probably somewhere in between. Dorothy did go to Oz, whether real or imagined. She carries with her the experiences of Oz, and it is wrong to treat her like those experiences are entirely invalid just because we can't validate them. That's why therapists, I'm not a detective. I'm not there to settle ground truth about someone else's reality or experiences. I'm not. I'm there to say, in what capacity does this person's experiences allow them to improve in the world and with themselves, or are there aspects that hold them back? And, you know, in a case where someone says to me, well, I have to get back to Athersta. That's where I really need to be. And I can't facilitate that. And I might have the idea that Athersta is an imaginary place. Well, there are limitations to like what someone like me can do in that capacity. You know, if someone is saying my hands are trees right now, like, yeah, there's probably something beyond therapy that needs to take place. First, I have to recognize the science of reality, that like a person's hands are not trees. They're perceiving them that way, which does mean that they have a valid experience, but they're going to need something beyond my capacity to help them with that before we explore like more of the emotional domain that I'm more familiar with. So yeah, it's quite interesting, this whole thing. I don't know entirely what to make of it. Like I said, I could go in a couple of different directions. I don't think it's giving me a definitive one that like it's all in her head or it's all not. I think you could really reason it in both directions. But we are on Fran's adventure. She's in this fucking place, you know, like, I think it's worth taking it for face value at a certain level. And then theory crafting, you know, what's really going on is, well, it's part of the fun, isn't it? Okay, well, I guess we can go off this way and have the tree clock. This is a very odd clock. Where are the numbers? It has symbols and colors, but it doesn't seem to show time. I guess time works differently here than in Athersta. Can we turn it? Oh, it sounds like something broke. Maybe I'm doing something wrong. But how does it work? Huh, I don't know. Maybe I can ask for help. Okay. Mr. Midnight, do you have any insights? You told me I have to find Mount Cottram in the Great Wizard. Okay. You're of no help right now, unfortunately. I mean, besides being my companion, which is very helpful. Wow, the lake water is very clear. I would like to borrow that boat. I wonder why there are no fish in there. Maybe they just don't like this water. Oh. Okay. Nope. Who's this? I don't need to climb that ladder. I wasn't suggesting you should. Hello! Good day, living creature. All good? Yes, I'm fine. What are you doing? I'm smelling this flower. Beautiful creation. Are you waiting for somebody? I'm waiting for the lemons to grow. Do you like lemons? They're a bit sour for my taste, but lemonade is yummy. Lemonade is what I'll do with the lemons. For the customers at the bar, you know. And we put some other stuff inside too, so we can fly. Fly? Wow, I would like to try that. It sounds great. Yeah, that's why I wait. You can't rush it. Hey, the bar opens in fall, and a very awesome dancer will appear. You should come and hang out. Maybe I will. It sounds fun. Thank you. Bye. Okay. A basket. And it's empty. I can't just take it. It's not mine. It's pretty, though. I recognize this kind of tree. Aunt Grace had one at home. It's a lemon tree. They're very delicate. Aunt Grace's tree got very sad in wintertime. Okay. You know, I can't help but wonder what this place looks like on Duotine. Like, what does this guy look like on Duotine, you know? What does he turn into? A sleepy tree. Good night. I'm so used to her saying shit like that. It must be something important. Like the party is about to start or something. Or maybe it's the prices of drinks you can buy. I wonder what this is. It looks like a tropical party place. I hope they open it soon. This is a flower. It looks like it's waiting to bloom. It shows a mountain. It must be Mount Gottram. Okay, let's check out the mountain. There's nothing here but trees and flowers. It's weird. It's like something to click on, but also not. That paper swirl is huge. Yes, it is. Okay, there's nothing up here. This mountaintop is very high, because it's the top. I wonder what a talking mountain would sound like. I guess it would sound very loud, like an earthquake. If I know Fran by now, she's going to talk to this mountain as soon as she gets the first opportunity. She wished to talk to a tree one day, and she had it. She had it very soon. Okay. What's this way? Maybe go that way. No. What the heck? Where else can I go? Oh, there's another pathway here. Okay. Oh, wow. What are you? You look like the fairies in my books. The purest of feelings, the light of all material. We are Valokas. Oh, you're very shiny, and you make me feel so happy. So very happy. Look, creature. One of the young Valakas is going to receive the shield. Ombakba. Biamelgra. Ombakgra. I'm doing my best. Soldier of the sun, creature from the soil, fruit from the seed. Let the universe illuminate you with the truth and be free. Huh? Where are you all going? We continue our paths to life. May freedom be with you, my friend. Sir, or miss, can you do magical things? The universe is already doing magic all the time. You're full of magic yourself. Yeah, you could say. But I want to know things, and it's odd. I feel like you know everything. We are the light. We are everywhere. What answers are you looking for? I want to know who killed my parents. And why is that big monster hunting me? The truth will come to those who seek. Your path towards truth is immense. You are living in a world that turns its back on you. You are too fragile to face the truth just now, and too strong to let it go. Yeah, you could read that in multiple ways too. Too fragile to face the truth of what Maybe this is all in her mind. Too strong to let it go, like too stubborn, or too fragile, like not ready to understand the full extent of this reality, and too strong to let it go, like too her curiosity is such that she can't help but pursue it, even if she's not ready. You're just gonna say some shit like that and walk off? I made poor Fran cry. But don't be sad, dear. We have to keep going. Yes, Kitty, you're right. I'm so glad we have Mr. Midnight, you all. I don't think I could do this without him. Yeah, just lick your ass while I praise you. It's a most common cat experience, to be honest. The most purest of beings, but boy, do they not really have much decorum. Nor should they. Nor do they ever need it for anything. The perfect as is. Okay, what's going on here? What a huge Valakos. It's not real, though. I wonder what they use it for. It has 4 arms. Maybe the Great Valakos has 4 arms. Okay, let's get some levers here. Let's pull some of those levers. Okay. What am I trying to get it to do? Is this a puzzle? Am I supposed to be doing this? Maybe I'll just go back and talk to some people. Do you know anything about the giant thing that I just looked at? Would you like to wait with me? I can't. I have to go home. Home? You are home, my friend. The universe is your home. That's a very nice thought. Ugh, what is that smell? Whoopee! My farts. So the darkness won't haunt me, you know? It's weird, though. I see no darkness. My goodness, it's really bad. Well, I have to go. Bye. Not really the insights I was looking for there. Can I pull this acorn lever now? Sounds like something broke. Okay, let's go back and talk to some of the people, I guess. Maybe this guy knows. Sir, I have a little problem. Yes, I don't have any... the big clock on the tree, it's broken. I can't make it work. Please help me. A broken clock. What a disgrace. Poor clock. You have to help me. Please fix it for me. I beg you. I have to go home. I never fix a clock for nothing. Otherwise, my life's time goes to waste. What do you mean? I charge 1 big gold coin per clock. Time is gold, you know. Well, it just so happens to have 5 of them. Here, sir, your gold coin. Oh, yes, but you have to offer me the job first, all right? Do it, and be polite. Oh, sir clockmaker, would you like to fix my clock? In exchange for this piece of gold and in the name of, time, I beg of you, please accept my offer. Of course. That was an incredible job offer. Very passionate. Great, let's go to the big clock and fix it. Okay. I'll just follow the clock man. Offer the princely sum of 1 single gold coin. You were right. The clock is broken. You can fix it, right? Of course, just a second. Fix it. Okay. There. What is it? It seems somebody was playing a dirty game around this clock. What do you mean? I mean, somebody broke it. It's immoral. Breaking a defenseless clock. Ugh! Why would someone break it? Kamalas, Winter, Mount Cottram, the Stones. Many reasons, miss. What are you talking about? I don't understand. Kamalas, the evil darkness. They work for Remor, the terrible black. And Kamalas are the only ones allowed into this land. The only evil we have around here. It wouldn't surprise me. Remor wants the stones. But what I don't understand is, for what purpose? Those stones are meaningless to him and his kingdom. And the stones are in wintertime. Is Remor a giant black monster with a goat mask? a dead goat mask? Yes. You know him? Yes, I think it's because of him I'm in this land. I'm a human, you know. Oh, a human. Now I understand. I also need the stones. They're my way back home. Hope it's not too late. Aha. That is why you need to go into wintertime. Go to Mount Cottram. Yes, exactly. I have to talk with the great wizard and borrow the stones. It's fixed now. I'll give you something that will make it easy for you. Here. Is this a compass? A remote control for the clock. You'll be able to travel into all 4 seasons with just a quick turn. This is basically duotine. But it's a prototype, so it may not work if you're too far away. And remember, time is an infinite layered reality, so be careful. I'll be careful. Thank you very much. You're a very nice clockmaker guy. Please, call me Cogwind. All right, Mr. Cogwind. I'm Fran, by the way. See you soon. Bye. Okay, so we can change the seasons, which gives us lots to explore. Now, when we first came here, there were some ghosts. Some of these dark creatures. So, like, what does, like, the rest of the world look like on these different seasons? I imagine there's different things. For example, the library you can only go to in wintertime, right? Can you let me into the library now? Do I know the password? What the... Bro is fucking gatekeeping like a madman. What password? The library password, of course. You must have it to come inside. I didn't know that. I didn't know I needed a password. Of course you need a password. A certain wizard can... Bro, you did not fucking say that when I first came around here. Seasons ago. I come here in the fucking winter and, like, I'm here, man, and there's, like, some other fucking thing I need to do. It's bullshit. The library's closed, remember? Only open during fall and winter. Yeah, well, do I need a fucking password in fall? Stop right there. What password, man? Great wizard. Bro, you know the password. Because if I told it to you, you'd let me in. So just tell it to me. Like, I'm so curious about what's back there. This sucks. I don't like not being able to be curious. Well, now I'm very curious about everything all the time. I guess things aren't changing all that much, to be honest, with the seasons. Like, sometimes nothing changes at all. Winter seems to have it. Oh, he became a snowman. Hello, Mr. Snowman. Are you having fun? It's a little cold. You want to go inside? Maybe he can't hear me because he has no ears. Okay. What about the old Commonwealth? Doesn't really change much. It's a good day for good fabric. Only winter. Where do they all go? Hello? Huh? Everything looks so closed. Everyone must be inside their homes, for sure. Okay. Oh, so the clockmaker's gone in the fall, at least. Okay. Well, I guess there's not as much to explore as I thought. But I bet the mountaintop is different, at least. And maybe this guy? I don't know. It doesn't look that different. Let's go to the mountaintop. That's gotta be... There's It's gonna be. I bet I could talk to that mountain now. Oh, in fact, the mountain is open. Who is this? Are you the great wizard, sir? Sorry, sir. I'm Fran, and I need your help. Is this Mount Cottram? Excuse me. Can you talk? You have many questions. That's good. Sorry, sir. The king said you could help me. What the king says we do. I need you to lend me the stones to open the door to my world. The stones are missing, and I don't remember where they are. Every time they seek, I hide. Every time I hide, I forget. So they can't be found. Oh, I see, but maybe I can help you find them. I just want to know the biggest answer of them all. How does the rabbit do it? That rabbit? I saw it once. A human did it. The rabbit came from an empty hat. How? This is the greatest question of them all. Because if nothing exists, then the nothing exists. But if the nothing exists, then there is no nothing. I ask again, how? This is a strange wizard. Sir, why don't you ask the person who did it? It's very logical. I have a visitor. Good day. What brings you to the Great Wizard? That means me, just so you know. Yeah. We've been over this. Good day, sir. The king sent me here for the stones! The stones. It's been a long time since somebody came. We literally just had this conversation. I made the most fantastic spell of all time so nobody could find them. You know, the black shadows, the Kamalas. They try to steal them all the time. So I have to be sure. The king told me that the stones would open a door to go home. The stones are hiding. I only remember the 4 riddles that are connected to the... Oh, fuck's sake. Riddles? Those are like puzzles, but with just words. 4 riddles that will unlock my memory. What? Only when all 4 riddles are answered correctly will I be able to tell you whether it's finally... Okay. These items are the stones in their layered reality. Then, the only one who can bring them back is me. Tell me the riddles. I see. Well, tell me the riddles. There's no time to lose. Let me show you. This is the star of Aethersa. Omkabe, the greatest guide of the sky. The greatest caretaker of this land. Where are the riddles, though? What do I have to do, sir? I'll give you the 4 riddles written down in the language of everything. The answer is always one item. Place the items on the star of Aethersa on their respective symbols, and after that, I'll be able to tell you where the stones are. I'm cold as I am, but if you use me, I'll be burning hard. I'm shining as the sun, but I'll never burn you. Perhaps a sour smile will get you. Flow, cold-blooded sun. Let your body dance through the rising stream. Light and hollow, I'm the freedom of birds. I'm the pen of man. Okay. Thank you very much, says Wizard. This is a task that's easy for Fran, though. I don't think that she is at all perturbed by the idea of solving riddles to get stones to get home. Sir Wizard, the king told me that you could make me a human again. Did he? I think that's true. I barely remember how to do it, though. You don't remember? But I can't go home as a tree. I understand. But I can't help you right now. I'll have to recover some of my knowledge. Perhaps we can try to make you a human again after you find the first stone. That would be incredible. Yes, incredible and great. Just try to figure out the riddles and I guess everything will be fine. Sir, do I need something special to become a human? I think the smell is very important, if I remember correctly. So, bring me your clothes and we will see how it goes. Explain the riddles, please. I forgot what to do. Just place the correct answers in the correct spot. Okay. Rabbit science is waiting for me. So... that looks like 1, so it must be 4. So that means... place the riddles in the spot. Place my answer on the symbol right of the star. I can do this. The answer might be closer than I imagined. I'm so glad that Fran feels that way, because like when my brain comes up against a puzzle or a riddle, it hangs up. But Fran sees this as a challenge to me. It's an exciting one. So I guess we'll find some item and then place it here on the star. Okay. I mean, I say that, you know, they're too complex for me, and then I'll describe this whole like deconstruction process. It's like, it's a very different kind of puzzle. So we all have our talents, and Fran's natural curiosity for the strange and magnificent, well, it's very admirable. Because I don't share it. Like, I have the curiosity, but not the comprehensibility part. So, looks like that'll be the next stage in our journey. I'm curious what all of your thoughts are about what we've seen here. Like I said, I'm not getting the sense of like, this should lean me more towards the extreme of none of it's real, and not towards the extreme of all of this is real. Not yet anyways. I could see it going in a couple of different directions. But the thematic through line of the story remains quite clear. There's a natural human darkness that we all share, and some of us have more than others. Sometimes that's because of things that we go through, really difficult events, and sometimes it's, well, something we might be born with. And the story of Leon and the story of Fran so far to me, and really the story of everyone I've ever done therapy with, I think it's a very human experience, is that there are certain things you gain and certain things you lose from adversity. It's very difficult to discuss the great and amazing things about people without acknowledging the cost somewhere else in their life. Fran's amazing intuition and curiosity are also a reflection of some of her suffering. She's had to develop those things as a part of her survival. And I don't think it's easy to say, well, then suffering is worth it because you get these positive qualities out of it. I think you just have to acknowledge the cost. And in doing so, you also have to acknowledge that adversity and suffering tends to compel people to make great, meaningful changes in their lives as well. Things that they wouldn't do if they weren't compelled to by circumstance. And that suffering is real, however we land on the map of reality versus unreality. The ways that it shapes Fran. It's all one and the same. So, we will see where this leads on the next episode. As always, thank you for watching. Be good to yourselves, and I'll see you next time. Bye.